Hello, this is Rio with Unity Gaming Group, and this is Episode 8, Police Simulator Patrol Officers. It is October 5th, 2025, and we're going to be doing some highway patrol. I had some problems with the last stream. I was trying to do a couple traffic stops, catch speeders, that kind of thing, and I was having some issues with seeing them speed, pulling them over, trying to get them for speeding, only for it to not register. So I'm going to go ahead and try again today. I talked to a couple people in Discord, talked to Jay Blue from Astragon Discord, and he said that if you pull them over and before you even get out of the car, scan their plate again, it should come up with the speeding offense. Just make sure you pace them first. So that is kind of the goal today, is to get up to them, pace them, and then pull them over. Which it could go completely sideways because the AI driving is terrible. And, I mean, I hate to admit it, but my driving is terrible in this game because I'm keyboard driving. And even with the settings all the way down to the lowest, still it's very jerky, especially at higher speeds. They really need to refine the driving mechanism for players. I could use a controller. I have one here. The problem is that I'm not sure if I can use the controller just for driving and then use the mouse and keyboard for actually getting out of the car and things like that and moving around. So I don't want to kind of do both, but at the same time, if it's easier or if it handles better, I guess is the best way of putting it, then I might do that. But anyways, we're going to start our shift today on an evening shift. So let's get started. All right. I'm going to do my best not to get any background sound in this time because for whatever reason, I got a copyright warning. I guess something was playing on the TV in the other room and they heard it. So hopefully that doesn't happen today, though. I got the mic turned down pretty low. All right. So first things, all right, it's good. It's already disabled. We don't want call-outs enabled right now. Now, I think I was going to do the Charger. I like the winch and stuff, even though I've never really used the winch. I did use the snare net, though, which works really good for high-speed pursuits. I don't really like the sports car that much. I mean, it's cool looking, but it's something that I would own and drive as a, because it's cool, not because it's a state unit. Now, here's my rusty, trusty, go-to, the old Crown Vic. Which, I know it's not a Ford Crown Vic in the game, but, it looks kind of like one. I do like this. This is a nice little patrol car. So let's use this today. We might switch over. I change my mind a lot when it comes to what vehicles I'm driving in here because I like them all. All right, so everything, it's got a camera. It's got the ALPR. All right, that's working. Headlights are working. Sirens working. Overheads are working. Alright. I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get the plate reader started. We're going to go out and start an open patrol. See if we can't... oh, yeah. That's the problem right there. I can't turn sharp at all. But it'll stop a lot of accidents, so it's kind of like... You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Let's catch up with this guy. He's all over the road. I've already got a reason to pull him over. Oh, you idiot! What in the hell? Oh my God. Alright, we're doing a do-over here. Shot for stupidity. Welcome to the AI in this game. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to my southern post, which is the one I always go to. we're gonna try this again.
PCL1, North Dispatch A1.
I have to be careful because my steering is set to be very soft on purpose. Swing way out. Try to cut this. Can we get it? Can we get it? No. I could try to just bump it up one, but it is so squirrely. It's so squirrely. We'll bring it up to 0.6. Maybe that'll get me. Really? See, that's wrong. It's got right permissions. It is in the right directory. It's got everything is passed through the firewall, and it's all exceptions, and it's got administrators. So, I don't know what the hell's going on with that. All right. It's not too bad, I guess. They need to work on the steering, though. It's pretty bad. If I catch up that blue car, it's an interesting way to... Whoa, 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 whoa. This guy is flying. I still haven't caught up with him. All right, we're going to do this the way Jay Blue said to do it. We're going to try to get up to him and pace him. If I can. He is flying. Oh, he's trying to flee. So much for this one. Great, I'm going to have to freaking hit him. If I spin him... I'm going to try to spin him so he hits the rail.
PCL1, North Dispatch A1, Adwood, A3, A6A.
Step out of the vehicle slowly. Close the door and raise your hands above your head.
I am going to shoot you.
Stop! I don't want to shoot you! Stop! I don't want to shoot you!
So just... please...
I have someone who isn't breathing. I'm administering CPR.
Stayed.
It looks like you need a bandage. Please don't move and let me apply it. I have to handcuff you.
Please don't do that.
Oh, won't let me search her now.
I have a person who's been injured requesting an ambulance.
Hi. Jesus. Oh my God.
I have a car here that needs towing. Please send a tow truck to my current location.
Understood. The closest available unit will be dispatched to your location.
Phone your bag. I've heard this.
Look, just run her over if you gotta. Maybe he needs to get by me. Hold on.
Filled up with gas, car took off to Harvard Square. Returning to the bag with one in custody.
Can't even get over there.
CL3, mass
What is it?
pipe,
Is it tab?
extension,
No,
and
it's
tunnel.
probably back. Nope, it's not that.
H9.
It's tab, isn't it? There it goes.
HP, PL3, mass pipe, extension, and tunnel.
Go! Go! Oh my God. Well, you're gonna bleed out. Sorry. What the hell is up with that? There's something weird. What is that? Is that a... What is that? There's something sticking out of her dress. Looks like a prim. Is that the skeleton? What is that? Well, either way, this needs to go. I'm getting out of here. That's a whole mess of crap. Oh, I can't get into my own car because it's too close to the guardrail. Well, we're going to try that again because ain't no point.
APTL2, South Dispatch 2-3.
Come on, lights. There we go.
Could be related. From the Police Patrol. Filled up with gas.
Call AAA. You've got a smartphone. Everyone in here does. Alright, let's see. Gotta get up to speed here. Actually, let's slide on over.
No new info there. Male that was with her just walked away.
Alright.
Not returning to their bed. Out of service, some slang used with force. Second officer down. Hand grenade.
See if we can get up to speed. We'll do a commercial stop. Hopefully that's all cleared up over there already.
Firearm present.
Stopping suspicious vehicle.
Image from the scene.
Second officer
Whoa!
automatic weapon fired. Tow company X. Give me a 2 not returning to their bed. Out of service, some slang used with force. Stopping suspicious vehicle.
Come on.
Returning to the barracks with one in custody.
Are you driving okay? Because, ma'am, you didn't use a turn signal. Darn near started a very bad accident. And, you don't seem to even be... You're not even with it. And what's with the weird angle of your neck? That's kind of creepy. All right, driving. Whew. No turn
I pulled
signal.
you over for not using your turn signal.
I used the turn signal, but it must have switched off when I turned the wheel.
Let me see your driver's license, and if available, this vehicle's insurance, please.
Okay, officer. There you go.
All right. 25. That's good. Adrina Ivanov. Got a commercial driver's license. Insurance is fine. Six Zebra Whiskey. You don't look like her. But that one does. None available on the concealed weapons permit? Would that be because she's got felony? Yeah. That would make sense. So that's nice if they recognize that if they have a felony on their record, they can't have a concealed weapons permit or a gun permit. All right, that's actually not bad. We're going to pull you out just the same.
Slowly step out of the car and move to the sidewalk, please.
You're going to walk through me? Yep, of course you are. Well, at least you got behind the vehicle for once. All right, let's take a look at your breathalyzer.
Please cooperate peacefully while I take a sample to check if you're drunk.
Nothing in her system there. All right, we're giving you the works.
You'll take a test to see if you've been driving under the influence of drugs.
Nothing there. So nothing to arrest for. So maybe she has just made a mistake. All right, so we're going to issue a violation for driving, failure to use a turn signal. I'd give you a reckless driving charge if I could, but I
I'm
can't.
issuing you a ticket for failing to signal, which should be around $60 to $150.
I don't have that much money.
Excuse me. You're driving a nice car. You got a nice business outfit on. I'm sure you do. All
You're
right.
good to go. Bye.
Use your turn
We're
signal
finished
next
here.
time.
You're free to go. Have a nice
Before you
day and
kill
take care.
somebody on the highway.
One in a gray hoodie, in his early 20s, heavyset. Two in black hoodie. A PCL1, North Dispatch A1, Adweed, Osprey, A6,
Don't want to be.
The buildup was long and fast. Cars took off to Harvard Square.
See who's coming up on me. Anybody catching up to me?
4, 5, 6, 8.
Let's switch cars.
Returning to the bar with one in custody.
Besides, I want to see how that turn goes now. Whoa. See, still very at higher speeds. It's just a little too crazy. Oh, I made it. Barely.
Life is set.
Probably traded paint with that
No new info there.
gate, but
Hold
it's all
radio
right.
traffic unless it's an emergency.
HP, TL3.
All right, we're gonna go to the Charger.
And tunnel.
Charger's more fun to drive, and it's got all the bits and bobs.
Tow Company X.
And it looks cool.
Trooper in trouble.
All right.
Hold radio traffic unless it's an emergency. Give me a 2 not
Now let's make sure I can make this turn.
Out of service. Some slang used
Ooh,
before.
it's a little better.
One in a gray hoodie, in his early 20s, heavyset.
Tow Company X. Tow Company X.
2 lanes from the scene. Could be related.
There we go. All right. He's doing the speed limit. Good there. Seems to be driving okay. I'm the one that looks like I'm a drunk driver.
TL3, Mass Pike, Extension and Tunnel in H9.
Tow Company X.
They have a photo of the alleged suspect.
Traffic windshield wipers are on board.
Male that was with her just walked
I was going to pull him over, but he's stuck in traffic now and he's not really speeding. Now that I've got him paced to 65, he's actually going to 65.
Trooper in trouble.
Could be related.
All right. So 25? That's 25. Oh, okay. Sir, your car is polluting the entire environment right now.
You've been detained for driving a smoky vehicle.
Is it really that bad? Come on. I'll get my car serviced soon.
Let me see your ID and, if available, this vehicle's insurance, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
It's good to go. Background, open warrant, no gun permit, no concealed weapons permit. Alright, here's what we're gonna do, buddy.
Please exit the vehicle and step to the sidewalk.
Gonna start running. Alright, okay. We're gonna do a search on you.
I have to search you. Kindly cooperate with me.
Normally I'd cuff him first, then search him, but... Okay. Oh yeah, yep. He's got too much pot on him for one. But you're being handcuffed for an open warrant.
I have to handcuff you.
Please, don't do that.
Alright. Take a look inside your car here. I already found an ounce. 75 and 25, that's an ounce. Okay. Oof. Oh look, a handgun. What do you know? No gun permit. He's got one in the car. Granted, it's in the trunk, which I'm legal. I guess yeah, I think it's still possession if it's in the car, because you're still driving a car that you own with it in the trunk. But we're not worried about charging him for that. He didn't have it on him, which is good for him. That might have been bad. Might have been way worse. Okay. Take the fidget spinner. Hope you don't mind. I'm going to keep that, put it in my car. Alright, let's go ahead and get you,
Backup requested to take a suspect into custody. I repeat,
taken
backup
care of.
requested.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
I wonder where my wife disappeared to. I think she went and took a shower.
I have a vehicle here for towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
Understood. The
Don't
closest
resist
available
and
unit
get
will be
into the
dispatched
police
to your
van.
location.
No choice.
Alright. Oh.
Winfield wipers are on board.
Look.
Second officer down. Automatic weapons fired.
Trooper in trouble. Bandit Winfield wipers are on board.
HPTL1, North Dispatch
On an
Zone.
underglow lights. Okay, HB's 1, Bake. He's got no gun permit, no concealed weapons, no open warrants, invalid insurance. Oof, child abuse and robbery. This registration on this plate is good. Driver, car, underglow lights.
I've detained you because of your car's underglow lights.
Guilty as charged.
Well, you've got a rap sheet, buddy. You sure
I'd
you
like
wanna
to
be
see your
playing
ID and
with
car
your
insurance,
fate?
please.
Here you go, officer.
Okay. That's good. Commercial driver's license. I don't know how you still have that with that record. I don't know how he's still driving. I wonder when I wish there was dates on this as to when this conviction happened. Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary. You're not swaying. You're not doing anything crazy. So we're just going to go ahead and give you a warning. You've had enough of a bad life. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do underglow lights. We're going to give you a warning.
I'll let you go with a verbal warning this time.
What a relief.
You've had a
Thanks,
bad run of
officer.
luck, buddy. So we're just going to go ahead and let you go with a warning here. Go get that taken care of, or at least turn them off. While you're on the highway, it's not a good idea, especially not this time of day, because sun's going down. It's going to cause people to be distracted, and it's already hard enough to see. Anyways, you have a good day, and we're out of here.
Have a nice day. Goodbye.
I probably could have turned that into something, but I'm not looking to, like, I don't want to
Returning to the bed.
force an encounter or force anything like that. I want it to come kind of naturally. You know, things that are glaringly obvious or glaringly obvious are what I'm looking for.
4, 5, 6, 8.
There we go.
Tow Company X. Permission to leave patrol.
One in a gray hoodie. In his early
Yeah, these traffic shifts need to be fixed. It should not be doing that.
HPTL1, North Dispatch A1, Avenue, A3, A6A.
Whoa.
Image from the scene.
Trooper in trouble.
A BTL2. South Dispatch.
All right,
4,
we're going to do a
5.
quick zippity doodah of the plate. Of course, it didn't give me anything.
Returning to the bed with one in custody.
Gonna get hit by a car. Great. All right, we're gonna do a way station checkpoint.
This is a
for
routine
commercial
check.
driver's
Please
licenses.
cooperate.
Okay, let's get this over with.
All right, let me see your documentation.
Show me
I
your
need
ID and
proof
car
of
insurance, please.
I'd
Sure,
also
officer.
like
Here you go.
any of your permits. Are you hauling anything that requires that kind of a permit, or a permit in general? Let's see, 24, 2411. And she's 9/15/24, so she's good there. Expiration date's 26 on that. Alicia Myers. All right, we're looking good there. Let's look at their background. No gun permit, no concealed weapons permit, no open warrants, identity theft. Convicted of that. Menace Global. She is a driver. I don't know how these people are commercial driving, with a rap sheet. It's a little weird. All right, well, let's give it back. Let me see your logging device, please. What are you carrying? Blah, blah, blah. All right, so hopefully nothing radioactive.
Please cooperate and show me your logging device.
Certainly. Here, officer.
Alright. Okay. Cucumbers, pocket watches, shoes, and pocket balls. That's a little weird too, because you wouldn't normally be carrying something like cucumbers with pocket watches and pocket balls. Okay, that's what the refrigerated reefers are for, is for produce and things like that. Dry van would be just like the pocket watches, shoes, and the pocket ball, whereas anything else would be refrigerated or would be in a contained, something that would contain nothing but produce and food and vegetable and all that stuff. So I mean, it's a little weird that it's mixed into there, but I can get over that for a while. That's fine. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give this back. I'm gonna take a look in the back of her truck, make sure she is in fact telling the truth. Please don't hit me. All right. Now basically what I do is I look for the four things, and if I see an extra thing, then I know that she's carrying either undeclared cargo or illegal cargo, depending on what it says. In this case, she's good to go. So I would, if we're up to me, I'd also be going, all right, I'm going to put my mobile scales down right here, and I'm going to go ahead and have you pull your truck forward about 4 inches onto my scale, and I'm going to weigh each one of these tandems, or axles. Axle's is a better way of saying it. So to see if you're overweight or not. But in this case, she checks out. Everything looks good. We're going to go ahead and just give her the go-ahead.
You can leave now. Have a great day.
She cooperated even with everything that she had going on. So I can't complain.
Returning to bed with one code complete X.
Could be related.
We can turn our plate reader back on.
North dispatch A1, Avenue, I3, A6A.
We're going to just move over to this now.
Up PCL1, North dispatch A1, Avenue, I3, A6A.
They really need to do something about those traffic shifts, though. That's really disturbing.
One at gunpoint.
Stolen traffic.
Up PCL1, North dispatch A1, Avenue, I3, A6A. Could be related.
Look at that. That is so violently jerky.
Returning to bed with one
APCL2, South dispatch 23786.
returning to bed with one
Up PCL2, South dispatch 4 of 5.
The buildup
All right.
was long.
This one was flagged with no valid insurance by the system.
Image.
We're going to go ahead and just do a traffic stop on this, see where we're at. Plates still registered till 2025. That's Oscar Whiskey Ken Keith 939. Oscar Whiskey Ken 939. Does have an open warrant. Does not have a gun permit. Okay. Driver. Background checks.
I had to stop you because a background check on this vehicle shows that the owner of record does not have valid insurance.
That's not possible. I think you're mistaken.
Hmm.
Out of your car and move to the sidewalk, please.
I half expect him to run. I'm going to handcuff him for an open warrant right off the bat.
You're being arrested.
No, don't. Please, officer.
And then I'm going to search him because now I'm safe to search him without him pulling out a gun or doing anything crazy.
Put your hands up slowly, please. I'm going to search you.
Oh, look, a handgun, an ounce of marijuana. Yeah.
I need backup to take a subject into custody.
Understood. The closest available unit will be dispatched to your location.
It's ironic, though, that, I mean, you can do a traffic stop randomly and you can find something almost every time. It's very seldom, like the commercial stops, like that last one, that was a one-off. That usually doesn't happen. It's usually something that I can get them on. Yeah, I'm stepping out of the way
Please
of
do not
traffic.
resist and come with me to the patrol car.
If I have to.
All right.
I have a vehicle here that needs towing. I need a wrecker at my
Comes
current
the
location,
Insta
please.
officer.
Understood. We're sending the closest transport to your location.
Two in black hoodie. APCLC. South Dispatch 237.
So far, not too bad, though. Still trying to get a good speeder. Once I can get a good speeder going, and I'll pace him and try to pull him over and see if he gives me the speeding charge. What are you doing? Whoa! Should have gone to the middle lane, not the right lane. This guy is acting weird. I'm gonna get up on him. All right, I paced him. Hey! Wow.
Out of service, some slang used with four. Stopping suspicious vehicle. Usually to clear the air for an ongoing event.
All right. See, it doesn't show a pace on him, or with the speeding. He's swaying. Driver. I can't get you on speeding because it didn't flag you, but I can get you on your driving and your suspicious
I
driving
stopped
behavior.
you because you seem to be having trouble driving.
That can't be, actually. I think you've made a mistake.
Let me see your ID and, if available, this vehicle's insurance, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
All right, Hojan Reynolds. License is good. Insurance is still good. No gun permit, no concealed weapons permit. All right, let me turn around real quick and get the dog who's outside. She's scratched. Twice. I'm coming, dog. All right. Come on. came in, sat down, was like, I want pets before I go any further. You gotta pet me first or I'm not leaving. All right, let's see here. All right, where were we? Okay, yeah, sorry. I was zombieing out there, buddy. I want you to get out of the car, though,
Please exit
because
the vehicle
you're
and step
swinging
to the
around a
sidewalk.
lot. You're making me nervous. Don't think you can outrun me either. All right. DUI test.
Kindly
Alcohol
cooperate
test.
as I collect a sample to see if you're drunk.
Nope. You're acting weird, though. At least you were in the car.
I'll just need to take a sample to determine if you're under the influence of any illicit substances.
Nothing. So, you're obviously not drunk and you haven't been doing drugs. What is going on with you? Why are you swaying, or why were you swaying in the car? Do you have a mental problem? Is there a physical problem? Are you sick? Either way, I want you to be very careful, and I want you to go see a doctor because something is going on with you. So we're going to go ahead and let you go because it's negative CP in me left and right anyways. But yeah, that's just odd.
You can leave now. Have a great day. All right, you can go now. Drive safe.
I suppose we got to go over there and see what's going on with that. And you ran into him.
Second officer down. Hand grenade. Automatic weapon fired.
Could be related.
Usually to clear the air for an ongoing event.
What? You ran in front of me, and we never made contact. My car has got nothing wrong with it. You've got no damage. So what's the problem? There's no scratches. There's nothing seemingly wrong with this car. There's nothing wrong with this car. Well, I hate doing this. Normally I would just shoot him in the face for this, but
Show me your driver's license and, if available, proof of insurance, please.
Yes, officer. There you go.
All right. Here's your accident report. Please drop off your file at the nearest police station. Brighton Police Department will deal with the rest of the process.
Seriously. This is just a blank report.
yeah, because there's no damage. What am I supposed to show him? And why would it have an ID check and then give the accident report? I'd want to see their driver's license and the proof of insurance, and I'd want to go through a background check. Then I'd want to do the investigation of the car, look for damage, and document it, camera and all that. And then I would write the report, hand that report to them. Yeah, I'm not apologizing for jack diddly crap.
Everything's fine. You're good to go. Bye. All clear. You're free to go. Stay safe and have a great day.
You're like one of them brake checkers that's like, oh my God. You got no damage to your car. You're acting like you don't hit me.
Give me a 2 knots for pain.
Because then I am going to arrest
Out
you.
of service. Some slang
Crackhead.
used before.
Alright, let's see.
HCCL1, North Dispatch Code 456.
That is 800 wipers on board. Telecompany X.
HCCL1, North Dispatch
Alright,
A1,
let's see.
Athlete, Osprey, Basic A.
I'm going to catch up with this guy. I still can't catch up with him. I'm flying and I still can't catch up with him.
One in a gray hoodie and an early pointing heavy vest.
Permission to leave patrol.
Male that was with her just walked away.
Returning to the barracks with one in custody.
Well, it's not going to flag him for speeding,
Stop the dispatch.
even though I watched him do it. 24. Driving. You're going to yeah, never mind. You know what I'm going to do?
Everything's fine. You're good to go. Bye.
I'm going to let him go. Because it didn't flag him, and I really don't want to get any more negative CP.
Image from the scene.
Watertown not answering phone. Suspect ambulance. One at gunpoint.
A PCL-1, North Dispatch A1, Avenue, Osprey, A6A. Male that was with her just walked away.
Didn't use the turn signal. 23. 80. Driver.
We're carrying out a routine check today. Please follow the procedure.
Sure, officer. How can I cooperate?
We're not going to get him for a turn signal because he probably just a glitch.
I'd like to see your ID and car insurance, please.
Here you go, officer.
Well, we might. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. All right, 25. Blah blah blah. 44. Good. Zulu. Yep, that's right. Background check. Open warrant for his arrest. Okay. Smell pot. Okay, well, before we do any of that, I want to look at your log.
Please show me the logging device and your vehicle's cargo information.
Sure. Here you have it.
All right. So we've got explosives. Okay. Background check. Permits. He does have a permit for the explosives. Four things here. That's exactly what's in here. There's an open warrant though, so we're going to go ahead and order him out of the vehicle.
Please step out of the vehicle and walk to the sidewalk.
Well, you brought your bag with you. The first thing we're going to do is you're under arrest. You have an open warrant.
You're under arrest.
Please. No.
We're going to search you.
I need to do a search on you to see if you're carrying anything illegal.
25 ounces of, a quarter ounce of marijuana with an open warrant. Alright, and we're going to, so we already searched him. I think that's good enough. let's just go ahead and call him.
Backup
Get him
requested
outta
to take
here.
a suspect into custody. I repeat, backup requested.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
That's what you get for missing your court date. Oh my God. Really?
I'll be arriving at your location soon.
You did arrive. As a matter of fact, you're
I'll
partially
take
into the
charge of the
street.
suspect, cooperate and come with... I have no choice.
I have a vehicle here for towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
We need to get out of this
Understood.
mess.
The closest
It's
available
gonna get
unit
all
will be
messed
dispatched
up.
to your location.
He's not gonna be able to pull out. The guy in the rig's not gonna be able to pull that. There he goes. Oh, thank God. Maybe he'll pull away.
Phone you there. I've heard this used also for direct calls. Usually secluded
Whoa.
for an ongoing event.
Yes.
That is way too likely
Well, that's better than before. Before, man,
Trooper in
if he had been any closer to the driver's side of that truck, the officer coming to get the truck and move it would have not been able to get in, and he wouldn't have been able to get out, and that would have been a big clogged up mess. I do think we need to go back to the station. Well, I think we're good. We're going to turn around somewhere, though.
Tow Company X.
No new info there.
Trooper in trouble. Stopping suspicious.
I wish the LiDAR would catch these people and give me an accurate speed. It'd be nice if I could sit right here with my LiDAR going and just look at speeds as people are going by.
They have a photo of the alleged suspect.
I mean, granted, I would probably only have a front facing. I don't think a rear facing would be... It'd be too much of a pain in the butt because then you'd have to back up and get out on the road. By the time you got out on the road and got after them, they'd already be long gone.
Could be related. Two in black hoodie.
Officer was the only one involved as of right now. No students have been reported harmed. Despite being wrong place, wrong time.
Usually secluded area for an ongoing event.
No new
All
info
right,
there.
commercial stop. It's got a 25.
Second officer down. Hands green.
All right, random way station checkpoint inspection. Hello, driver.
For this routine check, I need your cooperation.
Understood, officer. I will follow your instructions.
Thank you. All right.
Show me
It's
your
nice when they
license
do
and
that.
car insurance, please.
Okay, officer. There you go.
Okay. Amira. Oh, you're adorable. All right. 2025. 2025. No open warrants. Did ignore a red light. But that's no big deal. All right, let's get this back. Let's take a look at your
Logging device and the
please.
vehicle's cargo information, please.
Yes, I have it right here, officer.
Why did you hesitate? Your voice. I don't like that. Alright, you got a break in 2 hours and 54 minutes. Alright, you've got explosive. You got fireworks, snacks, city guides, and needles. 30,161 pounds. Just take a look at that. Yeah, you do have permits. You're good there. Let's get this back. Normally I would weigh this right now, but I can't. But I am going to inspect your cargo. I want like a bunch of mafia people to jump on the back or something. Should be 4 itemized things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're good to go. All right, you are good to go.
You're good to go. Bye.
South dispatch a 4, a 5. A PTL1, North dispatch A1, Atwood, A3, A6,
Officer with the 01 involved as of right now. No students have been reported harmed. Flight wrong place, wrong time.
A PTL1, North dispatch A1, Atwood, A3, A6A. Image from the
He's gonna wreck. All right, we're gonna have to get more aggressive. All right, now's a good time to try it.
male that was injured just walked away. APTL2, South dispatch 23788.
Requesting a roadblock.
Confirmed. A roadblock will be set up in front of your current position.
APTL1, North dispatch code 4568. Could be related.
Hold radio traffic unless it's an emergency.
Really?
The buildup with gas caused the off the harbor.
Hold radio traffic unless it's an emergency.
Dang it.
A PTL2, South dispatch a 4, a 5.
The buildup
I
with
just
gas
wanna.
caused the
Yeah,
off
look
the
at this
harbor.
car.
One in his early 20s, heavyset.
Yeah, I can't even smack him with the side of the car and knock him down.
Tow Company X.
One in a gray hoodie, in his early 20s, heavyset.
I thought I'd try it, but you know, hey, it is what it is. What, you're not going to let me actually get you?
Stop immediately!
Oh, you're going to do that, are you?
I'm going to cuff you now. Please then move to the sidewalk.
Please, no.
Yes. Oh, God.
I need to do a search on you to see if you're carrying anything illegal.
Yeah, there's the handgun.
Would you please show me your ID and the vehicle insurance?
Sure. Here you go, officer.
All right, 24. Okay. Okay. Doesn't show up, which means it's a fake ID. You're already arrested for officer assault. I don't know what you're worried about.
I'll escort you to the police
Come
precinct
on, you
now.
and I are going back to the patrol car. I really wish you could block them with the patrol car or do... Because, I mean, a lot of times when you're in a maneuver where there's somebody trying to run, and if you see them trying to run, usually you can pull the car up in front of them so that it slows them down enough for you to get out and pursue. And you can't do that in this game, and it's kind of annoying, actually. Granted, it didn't go the way I wanted it to, because the whole thing turned into a major accident, but... My poor car. It looks like a crumpled tin can. That's okay though. I'm pretty close to another post, I think. So we're just gonna go ahead and give her the ride over to the post. I don't know why these geniuses didn't like go around. Really? You're gonna stop right there? You're going to jail for a very long time, and probably prison for assaulting an officer. So yeah. If the door will open, I'm putting you in.
Mind your head.
Oh, the department's gonna have fun with this one. What happened? I don't know, man.
You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel, preferably of your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of a counsel, the government will provide you one. You understand these
Yeah,
rights?
there's a huge accident down here, too. I could ghost tow that car, I think, if it's still there. I don't think it is, though. Oh, look at that. They're just going to crash into each other.
License check.
Second officer down. Hand grenade. Automatic weapon fired.
You stay here. I'll be right back. Really?
I have a vehicle here for towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
I want to see what this guy
Understood. The
does.
closest available unit will be dispatched to your location.
Are you going to turn it around? Or are you going to be confused? Well, you're going to be confused, it looks like. I don't know what to do. It's pointed the wrong way. Well, you could try backing up and turning around, but not my problem. Alright, we're going to go find the closest post. This is us.
PCL2, South dispatch a 4, a 5.
Isn't that... How close is that to us?
Phone your
Oh,
barracks.
it's kind of a
I've
ways
heard this
away.
used also for direct calls.
Oh, it wants me to do all kinds of wonky crap,
2 in black hoodies.
which we're not gonna.
Tow Company X. Permission to leave patrol.
Firearms present.
Usually to clear the air for an ongoing event.
Second officer down. Hand grenade. Automatic weapon fired.
Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta see what the hell that was outside.
Stopping suspicious vehicle.
Male that was with her just walked away. Image from the scene. APTL2, South Dispatch 237H8.
Give me a 2 not pertaining to their barracks. Out of service. Some slang used with 4.
The filled up with gas, paid cash. Car took off to Harvard Square.
HP TL3, Mass Pike, Extension and Tunnel, H9.
License check. That his windshield wipers are on a 4. Returning to the barracks with 1 in custody.
Someone was popping something off out back.
That his windshield wipers
It's a
are on a
privacy
4.
fence. They can't see me anyways.
That his windshield wipers are on a 4.
Alright. Sorry about that.
The alleged suspect.
Sound like a gunshot out back.
I've heard this used also for direct calls.
Some yokel out there blowing off fireworks.
Watertown not answering phone. Suspect answering. 1 at gunpoint.
At least the blinker still works.
HP TL3, Mass Pike, Extension and Tunnel,
Oh my
H9.
god.
A PCL1, North Dispatch A1, Atwood, I-3, A6A. Firearms present. 2 in black hoodie.
All right, let's cruise back to
That is windshield wipers on.
to a station.
Male that was with her just walked away. 2 in black hoodie.
Oh, again, I wish we could just turn off damage.
Dispatch a 4, a 5.
I really hate having to go repair my car whenever something like this happens. And it happens a lot because the AI is terrible.
4, 5, 6, 8.
There we go.
A PCLC. South dispatch a 4, a 5.
All right, let's see if we can get in here without smashing into anything.
1 in a gray hoodie. In his early 20s, heavyset.
It's time
Get
to
out of
take
my
you to
crash
the
'em up
police
derby
cell.
car. If I'd have known we were going to the fair and going to be doing crash 'em up derby, I'd freaking got a helmet and stuff. Maybe some fire retardant uniforms and gloves and boots.
Please stay calm and cooperate.
All right, there we go. That's better. Thanks for wrecking my car. Alright. Yeah. Good Lord. My beautiful car. Oh, there's a brand new one right there, though. But still. Old Bertha and I have been through a lot together. I'm going to go fix it.
2 in black hoodie. A PTL1, North Dispatch A1, Ad
You
Route
gonna let me in?
I3, A6A.
It doesn't like the angle.
A PTL2, South Dispatch a
Let's try
4,
right here.
a 5. A PTL2,
Alright, there we go.
South Dispatch a 4, a 5.
It was like, I don't want you to come in here.
Permission to leave
We're gonna be
patrol.
fixing that forever. I don't know why the snail, the
For an ongoing
snare
event.
net didn't work. That was weird. It should have.
Trooper in trouble.
Could be related.
Wonder what's up with that.
1 in a gray hoodie. In his
There it
early
goes.
20s, heavyset.
Weird. Well, whatever.
That his windshield wipers are on a 4.
All right, we're gonna get back out here on the road.
2 in
We'll
black
do a couple
hoodie.
more stops, and we're gonna cut this short.
The buildup with gas
Turn on the license plate reader.
to Harvard Square.
Let's
Officer was the only one involved as
put
of
the
right
snare
now.
net back on in case I get a chance to actually use it.
Wrong time.
PL3, mass pipe, extension, and tunnel.
There's somebody really smoky up ahead. It's not the speeding that I'm looking for, though. I'm looking to actually catch a speed. He's not really speeding. He's just got a very smoky car.
A 5.
He's doing 60. I'm not pulling you over, though, buddy.
PL3, mass pipe, extension, and tunnel. HC9.
Just got to remember to pace him first.
HCPL1, North Dispatch Home, 4,
If they
5.
blow by me at 70, you know they're going too fast. So, pace them at that. But I got to kind of be faster than they are, or at least faster than normal speeds are, so that I can catch them faster. Alright. These guys are pulling way up ahead. I don't really want to risk going too fast, though, because the steering is just really crazy in this game, especially on keyboard. Oh, it turns off whenever I turn on the snare net. That sucks.
Could be related.
It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for speeders. Traffic seems to be flowing a lot faster on the other side.
A PCL2, South dispatch a 4, a 5.
Alright, let's see what's going on here. Let's see who blows by me. Oops, just turning off the turn signal. There's one.
A PCL1, North dispatch A1, Avenue, I3, A6A. A PCL2, South dispatch a 4, a 5. No need for there. One in a gray hoodie, in an early 20s.
Gotta watch out for these AI drivers. They're not real safe when they pull over.
PCL1, North dispatch zone, 4, 5, 6, 8.
What the hell is he doing?
A PCL1, North dispatch A1, Avenue, I3, A6A.
Status windshield wipers are on a 4.
Did get him for speeding, so yeah, it is confirmed. Jay Blue was right in Discord, on Astrogod's Discord. Yes, you have to pace him first, otherwise you won't be able to catch him. I mean, you can catch him, obviously, but you won't get the speeding. So yeah, definitely have to pace him first. Be nice if it was LiDAR, though, and you could just have it on LiDAR. Driving, speeding.
I stopped you because I clocked you speeding on the radar.
I'm sorry, but my child's waiting to be picked up from school.
Yeah, well, what happens if your child doesn't never get to see his parent again because you drove too fast, got in an accident, and killed yourself?
Let me have a look at your license and registration, please.
Here you go, officer.
Or killed somebody else. All right, so you were born in 1996. All right. And you are from Brighton, Longwood Avenue. You are good on your expiration date. No gun permit on the license, but no insurance showing up. Let's go ahead and do a background check. Driver's license says he's got no driver's license, but I'm looking right at it. So that's an ID status. It says driver's license, no. Gun permit, no. Concealed weapons permit, no. Open warrant, no. All right, I'm confused by this. So if you've got no driver's license, then this can't be a driver's license, right? So, state of Franklin. Is this just a state ID? I guess it's just a state ID. Are you sure? No driver's license. But it does have an ID status. It's valid. Huh. I guess this is a state ID. So you don't have a driver's license. So we're going to go ahead and give this back to you. We're going to order you out of the vehicle.
I'd like you to leave your car and go to the sidewalk.
Of course, I'm getting negative CP for it. Do you have anything that would poke me? A pocket knife, any kind of weapons on you? Oh, hey, here we go.
Police! Stop! Please!
I can't order him to... There's the gun. And you aimed it at me. That is Officer
You're under
Assault.
arrest.
What?
I need to do a search on you to see if you're carrying anything illegal.
I mean, obviously you have a handgun on you. Okay, chocolate laundry bill, fidget spinner, handgun, pocket ball. Just double check this. No gun permit, no concealed weapons permit, no open warrants. But clearly, he had something to hide. I mean, other than the fact that he's operating a vehicle without a valid driver's license, only a state ID. We're going to go ahead and check the car, see if we see anything in here. So far, nothing. See if I can get into the other side here. Search vehicle. State 119, can you roll the canine unit? That'd be nice. Not gonna happen though. Alright, nothing in the car, but the car needs to go bye-bye. So we're going to go ahead and impound your vehicle. I guess you're going to have to call the school and have somebody take your kid home. Call your wife. Alright, let's see.
I have a car here that needs towing. Please send a tow truck to my current location.
It's the officer for the win.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
Alright. We're going to call an arrest transport for
Backup
you.
requested to take a suspect into custody. I repeat, backup requested.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
This ought to be interesting. Last time I called for an arrest transport, yeah, it stopped on the main highway and then he ran all the way from the main highway up the ramp to pick this guy up. Yeah, I don't see him anywhere. Okay. Well, bud, looks like you're just going to sit here until they show up. Oh my God. You know what?
Please cancel the arrest. I repeat, cancel the arrest. It's no longer required.
Copy that. I'll call the backup back to the station.
I'll escort you to the patrol car now.
You're coming with me. Maybe I can find a friend to come with you.
Watch out for your head. You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in the court of law. You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel, preferably of your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of a counsel, the government will provide you one. You understand these rights?
Image from the scene. HCL1, North Dispatch Cone 456.
Let's see where we're at here. We're at the interchange.
They have a photo of the alleged suspect.
The quickest
Could
would be to
related.
backtrack
A PTL2, South Dispatch
to there.
4 of 5.
Oops. Actually, it looks like we're on the right track. So let's just go ahead and head back that way. All right. I don't trust you. Alright, there's a post right there. Really drives me nuts that it says Brighton Police instead of State Police. The highway should all say State Police. It shouldn't say Brighton Police. This isn't local PD, this is State Highway Patrol.
2 in black hoodie.
Matter of fact, State Police and the Highway Patrol are more military based than they are actually like the regular police department. They're very military orientated. A lot of veterans in there.
Trooper in trouble.
Time to go to the cell.
There we go. Alright, mister, gonna shoot me. Oh, there's nobody in there, but it
Please
says there
stay
is.
calm and cooperate.
What are you stepping on? There's nothing there. Okay. I guess that's just to stop him from wandering around and coming out. And apparently, there's somebody in there, but yeah, somebody in the rest of these. Nobody in that one. Nobody in that one. And nobody in that one. Nobody in the end one. Oh, there's toilet paper on the bed though. Boy, you didn't get the room with the toilet paper, did you? No, you didn't. Oh, it's going to be a crappy experience for you. All right. There's my baby. Nice and shiny and new again. All right, what do you say? We do one more? I guess we can do one more. Let's see what the timer is. It's already been an hour and 20 minutes. We'll do one more. It's longer than I wanted it to be anyways, but I do enjoy this game. I enjoy this game a lot, actually. There are some things. This is one of the things that you're going to notice about it is everything is very procedural, meaning if you don't do it in a certain order, you do things out of order at all, you can risk getting negative CP, and the negative CP is a drag. It really is. So it's important to remember that if you're doing it, to do it right. Right now, I'm just kind of just playing the game and not really trying to be proper and do everything by the book. But I also have been giving justifications to why I'm pulling people over, so you know why I'm pulling them over. Keyboard driving. Oh! Alright, I'm trying to pace him. Why am I not accelerating? There we go. I was like stuck for a second. Alright, I do got the pacing. Dang it. abrupt stopping like that. It's just not realistic.
Returning to the barracks with one in custody. Likely stuff.
Caught you speeding. All right, what do we got? We got a blue tag, so that's 25. 2 Golf Echo Victor 33. All right, driver. Caught you driving, caught you speeding.
I stopped you because I caught you speeding on the radar.
I'm sorry, but my child's waiting to be picked up from school.
Yeah, that's what the last guy said. I'll tell you the same thing I told him, is that if you're driving that fast, you're endangering your life, possibly ruining your family, and possibly killing somebody else in the process. It's better to go the speed limit and to get there in a safe manner than it is to try to drag race there and hope you don't kill yourself or somebody else. Can I please see your ID and proof of
Let
insurance?
me have a look at your
registration?
license and registration, please.
Here you go, officer.
All right. Let's take a look at your documentation. Driver's license looks right. That is you, Purita Duran. All right, Purita. Of course, you're 6'4" like everybody else, which is weird. Okay. Insurance looks good. Driver's license looks good. 2 Golf Echo Victor 33 is right. So let's do a background check. No open warrants, no concealed weapons permit. Does have a gun permit, though. Convicted of harassment, selling narcotics. And you have a gun permit? No. Absolutely not. You are a felon and cannot carry a gun. Just saying. All right, but we can't arrest her for that because I guarantee you if I search her, she's going to have one. All right, so let's give this back. I'm going to order you out of the vehicle.
I'd like you to leave your car and go to the sidewalk.
Yes, I know. Nice and stretch. Yeah, I get it. All right, we're going to do the whole
Okay,
rundown.
let's just check if you're under the influence of alcohol.
Oh, look, a .73. You're not quite the legal limit, but you're pretty damn close.
I'm just collecting a sample to see if you've used any drugs while driving.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a search on you. Or not.
Stop immediately!
That won't let me. What are you doing? That's a gun.
You're under arrest.
Please, no.
All right, well, now we're going to search you for sure, because we
I
know
need
you got
to
a
do
handgun
search
that
on
you're
you
not
see
supposed
if
to
you're
have.
carrying anything illegal.
There's the handgun. Okay. So for that, we're going to go ahead and search your vehicle. A letter. It doesn't really do much for us. Oh, look, blackjacks, illegal weapons in the car. No dead bodies. Bummer. That could be interesting. Yeah, it's going to do the front seat first. It's too far up. Alright, let's take a look at the back seat. There's no car seat. So it must not be a young kid, if there was one. All right, we're going to go ahead and let's get an arrest transport out here first. Again, you're going to have to call the school when you get to jail or have somebody call them to have other arrangements made for your child because you just tried to assault a police officer. Good job. That was just a brilliant move.
Backup requested to take a suspect into custody. I repeat, backup requested.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
It's too bad, too, because, you seem like a nice person. And then you did this. Oh, let's get out of the way of
I'll
that.
be arriving at your location soon.
Why can't you just come over here, get within
I'll take charge
30
of the
foot
suspect,
of
partner.
the scene,
Please cooperate
park
and
the
come with me to
vehicle
the police van.
safely,
I have no choice.
instead you're blocking traffic on a highway. All right, let's impound the vehicle.
I have a vehicle here for towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
It's the officer for the win.
Understood. The closest available unit will be dispatched to your location.
All right, let's find a post.
Hold this
Matter of fact, I have one already
emergency.
marked.
Returning to the barracks with one in custody.
So unless something glaringly obvious happens, I'm going to go ahead
Returning
and
to the
go back
barracks with one in custody.
to the post and end this.
Company X.
But, it never fails that, yeah, that's not going to happen. It's just no insurance.
A PCL1, North Dispatch A1, Avenue, I3, A6A, a PCL2, South Dispatch a 4, a 5.
Second officer down. And crew. Automatic weapons locked.
I previously also made a call.
What the hell? Alright, well, I can't pace him because I can't catch up to him.
A PCL1, North Dispatch A1, Avenue, I3, A6A,
Savage windshield wipers are on a course.
PCL3, Mass Pipe, Extension and Tunnel, H9. A PCL2,
Pull over.
Dispatch a 4, a 5.
Whoa.
Firearms present.
I didn't mean like right there.
Tow Company X.
Driver, driving, speeding.
I pulled you over because I clocked you speeding.
I'm sorry, but my child's waiting to be picked up from school.
Okay, we need better excuses than this. How about the accelerator got stuck? Or I've heard, what else have I heard? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I dropped a cigarette in my lap. I'm sorry, but I think I'm having a heart attack. Or my wife's in the hospital having a baby. Or, I mean, I've heard it all. So could you come up with some other things for them to say other than I'm late to go get my kid at school? Because half these people don't have kids, probably. All right, let's go ahead and get
Would you
your
please show
ID.
me your driver's license and registration?
Okay, officer. There you go.
All right, okay, 2436. You're still good on that for now. You got no gun permit. 617, you're still good on that since January 1st. Two-door, yep, this is the right thing. 6 India Lima, 010, yep, that's right. Okay, and background check. No open warrants, no concealed weapon, no gun permit. Rap sheet, verbal warnings for, wow, lots of verbal warnings for parking. Jaywalking, driving without insurance, and a failure to yield. A failure to yield. It'd be interesting if that was actually in the game, because you could use that for like the move over in law and some other stuff. But yeah, depending on if you want to put that in. You don't want to split hairs and put too much in, because there are a lot of different things you can be pulled over for beyond that, and it's all depending on the the jurisdiction. I mean, is it local? Is it county? Is it state? Most states have different laws for traffic and things too. So, I mean, it really, there's just too much. So you don't want to get too crazy. I would rather see more interesting calls. Like I'd like to see, maybe I'd like to see a body in the trunk, but maybe not a dead body. But well, I mean, that wouldn't be bad either. But maybe a kidnapping case or something like that. Or, something in the back seat like an open container, or, maybe there's a a bloody rag in the back seat, or maybe, there's something going on in the front seat. Maybe there's drug paraphernalia, something like that. I'd like to be able to look into the car and while doing my investigation, see something and say, okay, get out of the car. I need to search it. Put them in handcuffs and do the investigation. That would be interesting. Yeah, but anyways, let's go ahead and get back to this. Last one of the night. 24, that's good. We're going to give this back. Here's what we're going to do, bud. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give you the violation for speeding. Driving. We're going to give you speeding. As soon as it lets me. There we go.
Here's a speeding ticket. That will be between $100 and $150.
I didn't expect it to be that expensive.
Yeah, we'll slow down. Get there safely, okay? All right, you're good to go.
You're good to go. Bye.
All right.
Trooper in trouble.
ATCL2, South Dispatch 23788. They have a photo of the alleged suspect.
That his windshield wipers are on a 4.
All right, lights off. Well, we've seen the chaos of the day. I like running around as the trooper. I like doing the traffic stops. I usually just turn off the call-outs because there's so many of them. And most of the time you end up doing major accidents. And accidents take too long. They're irritating. And often the traffic gets blocked up and clogged, and then you can't get everything situated. And it's just a nasty situation, and I don't like that. So, but anyways, I think that's going to be it for now. It's been a great episode. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, if you haven't picked this up yet, it is only co-op, so you can only play with like a buddy. So if you got a buddy that has it too, it's actually a lot of fun. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the greatest in the ways of police simulators, but at least everything seems to semi-work. I would say that I would really like to see dedicated servers. I'd like to see more than 2 people. I think even if it was just the police and you're just, acting in that, in that capacity, a dedicated server in, up to 10 players would be perfect. I think it could be a lot of fun. I think it's something that they need to think about. Because, you got flashing lights, of course. It's a multiplayer sandbox, and it's also law enforcement, right? And then you've got Responding coming out, which is going to be a multiplayer sandbox, and it's going to have fire, EMS, and law enforcement, assuming that actually happens. Now, there is a lot of speculation right now as to if they're ever going to get to that point. Right now, they're aiming for early access in 2025, right? Well, it's October. Based upon the gameplay that I've seen, they're not ready for that, especially not if they're going to advertise as law enforcement, fire, and EMS. They do have law enforcement. I haven't seen any fire, and I haven't seen any EMS gameplay yet, which are going to be huge in themselves. Think about this. You got the law enforcement aspect with all the different crimes, the police computer, traffic stops, drug investigations, and all that to deal with. And then you have to do everything all over again for fire, for the different fire calls that you get. Could be a gas station, could be anything from a toxic chemical location to a gas fire to oil to, a house fire to an electrical fire. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of scenarios for that. Then you have to have the vehicles and you have to have the selections in place for that. And then, of course, you've got the EMS, which, anything medical, especially emergency medical, systems like first response. We have like a semi-first response, but it's more like, bandages, maybe splints at some point, pressure dressings, and, just the basic stuff. CPR for life-saving methods. But you're not going to get, anything like that in responding until you get into being a paramedic and you're getting out and you're doing like you could be an EMT or a paramedic or whatever, and you could be doing, different procedures, life-saving procedures. Maybe you're putting a breathing tube in. You're doing IVs, you're doing different things. So there's going to be a lot involved with that, and they're just nowhere near that. Nowhere near it. And I just don't see that happening unless they're planning just the law enforcement portion of it in 2025. I'm watching that one closely. There's a lot of things that are flagging me and making me suspicious. I'm not going to say that it's not legitimate because I don't know. I can tell you that there are a couple of things that bother me. One is the gameplay footage that they're showing doesn't match what's being streamed. So, but I know what's wrong with that because it's procedurally designed. The procedural code and logic that the developer of Responding is using, it requires you to do things in a certain order, like in Police Simulator, right? So if you're going to do a traffic stop, if you want to do a speeding stop, you have to pace them so you get the speed, because we don't have LiDAR, obviously. And you have to pace them, pull them over, then you look at their license plate, and then you approach the vehicle, and then you can go ahead and start the speeding traffic ticket and investigation. So, I mean, and then it goes on from there. You got to get their ID, you got to, look at all their stuff, and then if they're acting funny, you got to pull them out of the car, do a DUI, do the test for the alcohol and for the drugs, and then you're going to want to search them if they're still acting weird or if you think there's something else going on, because you have probable cause at that point, right? So then you search them, and then you go ahead and make an arrest or find them or whatever you're going to do. So, I mean, there's always that step-by-step procedure. Now, in Responding, there's nothing there that says, okay, you need to do this before you do this. And I don't think there's even any documentation that I've heard of that tell you how to actually do these different situational stops and scenes. So people are doing them out of order or doing them differently than what's designed. And then the game is doing weird things because it's not being done the way that it was designed to be done. So, and that happens in Police Simulator too. It happens to all games that are procedurally designed like this. So there has to be either some really good documentation, but then again, you don't want players to always do things by the book, line by line, because you want to see what's happening when they do it out of order or they do something wrong, because then it shows you what you need to work on and patch up to, put those safety measures in, so that if they go to arrest somebody before they've gotten an ID or whatever, then maybe it says, well, you need to get their ID and identify them first before you can make an arrest, or something like that, or just don't let them do it until they do other things, But I think you're going to need that in Responding, and I think they definitely could use some of that in Police Simulator. The handbook does a really good job in Police Simulator. If you haven't read that handbook, you should. There's a lot of things in it, and it's changed over the years. So the handbook is pretty detailed. Like I didn't realize that they had put in the commercial drivers where anything above a 0.0 on the breathalyzer is automatically an arrest. That's a DUI for a commercial driver, which I was complaining about in Discord, because that's something that there should not be any registration at all on the breathalyzer if you're carrying a CDL and you're driving. So, I was kind of like, wow, I don't understand why that's there, because the last thing I read was that there was only an 0.008 was the legal limit for Brighton PD. I never realized they put in a CDL limit. So things to think about. Procedurally, you have to remember that if you do it out of order, you can expect that the game might not react the way it's supposed to. And that's what's happening with Responding, and that does happen in Police Simulator. The only thing in Police Simulator that I can absolutely 110% say that needs fixed, the AI driving, the roadways need to be more gradual on the lane shifts. I mean, I get that you had to put some lane shifts in because you had other things going on, but you need to make it more gradual. And I don't mean gradual as in like, you don't necessarily have to. Well, maybe you should actually. Maybe you should just get rid of the lane shifts and have, like straight roads with some curves, but gradual curves, because those lane shifts are so violent. When those AI drivers come in, they just kind of yank into that lane, and then they'll slow down super slow, or like you saw it in this video. I mean, people were trying to get over and they would just screech to a halt in the middle of a busy highway. That's a surefire way of a big accident. So I mean, things like that need to be looked at, need to be ironed out a little bit more. But all in all, I think this game is a lot of fun. I think you could have a lot of fun playing it. I look forward to seeing what Responding does, but I'm really happy with Astragon and how they've been addressing things. They seem to be listening to their community, and they seem to be doing a pretty good job. The only thing like I said, I could only complain about right now is I really like to see a 10-player dedicated server package put out, so that we could actually host servers and have 10 of our best friends all doing patrols and helping each other out in law enforcement capacity. I think that would be amazing and a lot of fun. And I think the only other thing I can think of is I'd like to see a character customization that you could actually use to create an officer that looks like you, rather than going with some pre-made stuff. I think that would be cool too. I know it's a lot of work. I know character customization doesn't come cheap. I do know there's a lot of packages for Unreal Engine in the marketplace and other things that you can get to get those sliders and things to create different faces and different body shapes and all that. But it's an investment, and I understand if Astragon is like, ooh, it's expensive, but I do think that could be something that they could do. Again, investing in a great game and really putting those features in are just going to increase the popularity of the game. But anyways, I want to thank Astragon for being here and for taking care of it. I want to thank all of my friends on Discord. You guys are fantastic, especially on the Astragon Discord. Jay Blue, you're absolutely awesome. Mozix, you're awesome. Beaver, always good to see one of your streams. If you haven't checked out Beaver, check out Beaver's streams. He does some great streams. He goes into a traffic stop, like he just did this last one he released, where he went into the traffic stop and he actually did it the way you would normally do it if you were actually role-playing it out, or like a regular traffic stop would go. Identify yourself. I'm Trooper Rio from, blah, 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 state police, and, I pulled you over today because you were speeding. Can I please see your ID, your proof of insurance, registration? And then you would go through all that, and you would have an interaction, and Beaver does that. And through the whole traffic stop, he's doing that, and he's making comments. It's just fun to watch, right? Some of us do have law enforcement experience to some degree. I did some reserve time as a reserve deputy and a reserve police officer. And it was fun, and it was an interesting thing, but I just decided, I made a career change. I ended up in IT. I did a lot of software engineering, auto engineering, software development. I did some time doing technical support, networking. I've done a lot of IT stuff over the last 30 years. But I've worn many hats. I've done truck driving. I've done offshore work. I've done shipyard work. And I've been in the military and other things. So, I mean, I've got some experience in all of this stuff. I'm a lot older than I sound, but anyways, it's fun because there's a lot of actual law enforcement officers that are actually playing this game. So if you haven't picked this up, you should. It's pretty fantastic. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I've been talking your ear off. Really happy about this game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.